I put her through hell. I punished my mom, and I threw it as hard as I could, you know. And I ran all her boyfriends off, and I was just a spoiled little kid, man. And I think back now that she's gone, and I regret that. But she's where I got my strength. It wasn't my dad. It was my mom. My mom was intimidating, and she was a powerful, powerful person. And at any rate,
Can you tell us a story? Maybe something you did that you drove your mom crazy that you love her for now?
uh, I was just so evil. It was like, you know how kids are, man. She met some guy that worked for the Rupp dealership, and she bought us all motorcycles on Easter. My sister and I got a Rupp 50, and she had a Rupp 100. And then she said, "Let's go riding." And I said, "I don't want to go riding with you. I want to ride with my friends." So I ran out and kicked a bunch of holes in the wall. That's what a loser I was. And that's how kids are. And when I was a child, I acted like a child. Now that I'm a man. Hello. And
Still
anyway,
do.
never wanted to get old. I am 58 years old. I've been through hell, man. I mean, we went through a custody battle that I'll give you too bad. There's a lot of bad people out there, and power is good, but if you abuse it, it becomes evil. Okay, and if you got people, judges or guardian ad litems, or
Nixon's.
and they're just taking advantage, and they know everybody, and it's kind of sad, isn't it? I mean, that's not what the United States is. You know, that's not what we're known for. Uh, Things have become really sad lately. We had we had porta potties over here, and they kept jerking the doors open and knocking the fucking lock off, and
And tearing the toilet seats off.
tearing the toilet
And writing
seats
all
and
kinds of
shitting
nasty
all over
things
the
on the
walls.
wall.
And I don't know why they do it. There's a lot of mental health, but we no longer have wash basins. We don't have paper towels. There's no toilet paper, and there's certainly no hand sanitizer, because everybody's wiping it on their body because they're picking up bugs off the sidewalk.
Lice.
You know, they should be spraying them down with steam. I mean, that's just water, man. That's my suggestion.
Let's start address your personal hygiene first. What's available to you?
Well, that's what I'm talking about. They opened this bathroom uh, at 11 o'clock in the afternoon, and most
Hey, doctor, how are
most
you?
homeless people get run off their
Doing an interview.
sleeping area at 5:30 in the morning. So
At 4:13 in the morning, the sprinklers go on
I
in
used
the
to go to the
grass over
bathroom
here,
on a
and
box
I take
and
my
then throw
clothes
it
off
in the
and
dumpster.
I wash.
But
It's cold, but it doesn't matter. It's sprinklers, and they
there's
keep the grass green.
nothing
And I just
available right
and
now.
no one's out there, so I just take my clothes off and I just take a shower, and I scrub and wash a bit.
I forgot his name, but he was in front of the kitchen, a gentleman in front of the kitchen. And he said that he had a hotel room someplace up here.
Okay.
It's over there.
Over
They're giving
there.
Yeah.
people like,
So how do those
2
guys get
weeks.
those things? So how
They
does
get it from,
well, you walk in and you tell them you smoked a cigarette with somebody who had COVID, and they'll automatically put you into a motel room. I haven't
or you go to
personally
South
done it.
Street and
It's
go
my
to the
job to
community
be out
health
here in the
program.
middle of the street telling the story, which I've been doing for. Here's a good one. I'm living under a bridge over on Park West Avenue, and I'm working 6 days a week for the Pipe Fitters Association. I was a shop foreman, and I get jumped by two kids. Couple gutter punks. Doesn't really matter. They were just snot-nosed kids. They tried to rob me, but they didn't get anything. But I got a black eye out of the deal, and
No, the hospital fucked up
no,
his eye.
listen. So I'm living under a bridge, and I'm working 6 days a week for the Pipe Fitters Association, and I get an infection in my eyelid because it's filthy under there, sand, and just being outside, not being able to take care of your medical needs, you know. So what's the last thing we do is we go to the hospital, right? So I go to the hospital, Denver Health,
Denver,
and,
Denver hate.
Denver Health, and
Denver
they
hate.
put me on antibiotics, and they fattened me up for the harvest, man. They let me eat all the pot roast I wanted and all the stuff off the menu, and I was scheduled to be released, and I got this half-wit nurse who's dissecting frogs 6 months ago in intern college, and she says, "Oh, we got a minor thing we're gonna do, and no big deal, and everything will be, you know." And I didn't sign anything. There was no consent to treatment. There was no consultation. I mean, if they'd have told me they were gonna strip an organ out of my eye, I probably would have got the fuck out of
And
there.
they did.
You know,
They fucked up his eye.
they
His eye's
destroyed-
ruined
They
for
took
life.
an organ out of my face. Hello.
They fucked up his eye. That's not a.
There is no consent to treatment, and there was no conversation. And you know, I am 58. I did have a heart on my ID card, and I thought it'd be a nice gesture after I'm dead. But you know what? I'm 58 years old, man, and I kind of need my eye. You know what I mean? And they fucking destroyed my eye, and that's a true story. Hello? Can you see there's
Just
something
over
that's-
half a century,
take-
plain and simple.
If
There's
I
a
look-
scapula.
Messed up the
whole
guy's
thing's
eye.
gone. My
And
eye.
he
My
deserves
tear duct.
compensation.
They just
No
stripped the whole
ands or
thing out.
nothing
Hello?
about
I
it.
woke up and
He sees
Can
with
I
one
take
eye
a
only.
picture so I can send it
I
to
hang
my
out with
friends?
this man every day.
I plan on, you know, I'm a
Just gotta get- send it
multi-millionaire,
to
man.
My friend's name.
You're paying, you know, you're paying baseball players $500 million to hit a baseball for 5 years. I want a lot of fucking money for my eye, you know. They destroyed my eyesight.
All right, I want
Okay.
to send it to somebody.
And
Maybe.
you better. I've been waiting a long time. I've been telling my story, but a lot of people aren't qualified to do anything. And nobody doubts what I have to say because it's pretty obvious what they did. And you know what? I'd be really careful if I were you because if you're homeless and you have no emergency contacts, you know,
None of us are homeless.
you might
The
go
earth
with
is
a
our home.
toenail. You might
Plain
come
and
out
simple.
without a kidney or
We're
something,
just
you know?
houseless. That's all there is to it. But the earth is our home.
This
So
is
we
the
do have a
extreme
home.
story.
What do you
guys
guys spend most of your time? Like, what are your normal nights like?
I don't do any dope. I sleep. I went to bed at 5 yesterday when the wind started blowing because it was cold, and I woke up at 2 in the morning, and then I went straight back.
I
to
woke
sleep.
him up. He had to get up. I'm like,
Anyway,
listen, can't you see in the program?
yeah, I ain't
No, you can't.
fucking around. I'm
You have
not
to.
doing dope. I'm not fucking schizophrenic. I can kiss any animal on the nose, and they are the best qualifiers at fucking.
What can the general public do to help you all out?
They could actually rise up and act like they're about something rather than walk around like a bunch of mindless idiots and fucking laugh about everything. I don't know what the fuck they're listening to, but I just think it's pretty sad, and it's a dangerous time right now. There's a lot of bad stuff going on, and a lot of misrepresentation, and you know, my mere presence suggests the truth.
Well, the general public could give up
What can they
One
do? I mean, do
point
something.
0% of
Sit
what
there
they've
like a
got.
fucking-
All their material goods, all their cars, all their houses, all their friggin' heck, just open up a drawer and pick out a friggin' toothpick. And I can steal the pick out of the tooth. It's very simple. It ain't no thing but a chicken wing. And all they have to do is just be a little bit generous and provide us a little something. Now, I'll give you one prop. Denver does a good job. I know it's neck and neck with San Francisco, but, excuse me, however, they could just give up a little bit of nothing, and I'll make nothing into amazing, crazy things. Just like Mr. Bruce, just like Beautiful Lady, just like Nice Hat, and just like Mr. Friendly Guy.